Gwinnett County woman will pay with her life for starving her 10-year-old stepdaughter to death. That sentence means Tiffany Moss could become the third woman executed in Georgia's history. CBS 46's Ashley Thompson joins us live in Lawrenceville, where a jury took a little under 3 hours, Ashley, to send Moss to death row.
That's right, Sean. The story of little Imani's life and death and the way it unfolded during this murder trial was emotionally exhausting for some jurors. Today's decision was somewhat swift.
I'm informed you have a verdict. Is that correct?
Tiffany Moss showed no reaction when a judge sentenced her to die for starving her 10-year-old stepdaughter Imani to death and trying to get rid of the body.
We, the jury, recommend and fix the penalty as death.
Moss, who chose to represent herself in the trial, now sits on death row. She could be just the third woman executed by the state. Her standby counsel left the courthouse ready to appeal the verdict. How do you think the trial went?
Well, you guys saw it. Person defending themselves would put on a defense.
Moss sat silent for much of the trial, offering no defense as witness after witness gave chilling testimony about the child's torturous life.
I can say that this was certainly one of the worst cases I've ever experienced, factually.
After her death, Imani was found burned in a trash can. The gruesome evidence in the case heartbreaking and often hard to hear. Prosecutors Danny Porter and Lisa Jones believe the jury got it right.
I would say we're a little bit surprised, just because you're right. The climate today is very different when it comes to death as a verdict. But if there was ever a case that obviously Danny and I felt like that was an appropriate sentence, this was the one.
Robin Moss also felt the sentence was appropriate. She's Imani's paternal grandmother. She testified in the trial and came to court every day to watch it unfold, hearing graphic testimony and often crying in the gallery.
I just leave it all to God, and He takes care of it all for me.
Now, Tiffany Moss can appeal this case herself, or she can decline to file an appeal. She still represents herself, so she does have a say in what happens next. And we just checked, Moss is now the only female on death row in the state of Georgia. For now, I'm live in Gwinnett County. Ashley Thompson, CBS 46 News.